Krishna now revealed a deeper understanding of sacrifice. Many people believed that sacrifice meant only performing sacred rituals before a holy fire. But Krishna expanded its meaning far beyond external ceremonies. He explained that when every action is performed with devotion and offered to the divine, life itself becomes an act of worship. The person offering, the offering itself, the sacred fire, and the one who receives the offering, all are ultimately expressions of the same divine reality. When this truth is understood, even ordinary actions become sacred. Krishna explained that sincere seekers follow many different forms of yajna. Some worship through prayer and devotion. Some practice self-discipline. Some dedicate themselves to meditation. Others serve society through selfless action. Every sincere effort made with purity of heart becomes a spiritual offering. Krishna wanted Arjuna to understand that no single practice belongs to everyone. Different people progress through different paths according to their nature and level of understanding. What matters most is the spirit in which the practice is performed. Krishna wanted Arjuna to understand that spiritual progress cannot be measured by outward appearance alone. Two people may perform the same practice. One may act only to gain recognition. Another may act with humility and devotion. Though their actions appear identical, the inner attitude makes all the difference. The value of every sacrifice depends upon the sincerity of the heart. Krishna described how some seekers practice the sacrifice of self-control. They discipline their senses. They learn to master their desires. They choose patience instead of anger, compassion instead of hatred, wisdom instead of impulse. Every moment of self-control becomes an offering that strengthens the mind. Such discipline gradually brings greater peace and inner freedom. Krishna explained that mastering the senses is not about suppressing them with force. It is about learning to guide them with wisdom. When the mind becomes disciplined, desires no longer control a person's decisions. Instead of reacting impulsively, they begin responding with patience, clarity, and self-control. This inner mastery becomes a powerful form of spiritual sacrifice. Krishna then described another powerful form of sacrifice, the sacrifice of knowledge. Some seekers dedicate themselves to learning spiritual truth. They study, they reflect deeply, they question sincerely. They seek wisdom not merely to gain information, but to transform their lives. True knowledge removes ignorance, and as ignorance disappears, clarity begins to shine within. Krishna emphasized that all these different forms of sacrifice have one common purpose. They help purify the mind. They reduce selfishness. They strengthen wisdom. Although the practices may appear different, they all guide sincere seekers towards spiritual growth. The outer form may change, but the inner goal remains the same: to move closer to the divine through sincere effort and selfless living. Krishna was teaching Arjuna that no sincere spiritual effort is ever wasted. Every act performed with devotion gradually purifies the heart. Every step taken with faith brings a person closer to wisdom. Whether through service, meditation, study, or self-discipline, the destination remains the same. All sincere paths, when practiced with the right understanding, lead towards spiritual realization. Arjuna was beginning to understand that yajna was far more than an ancient ritual. It was a way of living. Every act performed with devotion. Every responsibility carried out without selfish attachment. Every effort made to serve others. Every sincere search for truth could become an offering to the divine. Krishna taught that when life itself becomes an offering, the heart becomes purified and wisdom naturally grows. This is the deeper meaning of sacrifice taught in the Bhagavad Gita. Yet Krishna's greatest teaching about knowledge was still to come. To be continued. In the next episode, Krishna reveals why the sacrifice of knowledge is considered greater than all other sacrifices and explains how true wisdom destroys ignorance forever.